Welcome everyone to the Wake Up Call channel. I want to thank a subscriber over on the website who always shares great stuff. Everybody over on the website shares really great information in the forum. The subscriber by the name of The More Power for sharing this K-pop band with me. I would never know about a lot of these bands and some of these things going on if it wasn't for the subs over on the website. So they help contribute to this content that I put out. So thanks to everybody over there. And if you're new to the channel and you're wondering, what website's he talking about? Why doesn't he just leave it linked below? Well, I can't leave it linked below because I actually have to dodge bullets on here like I'm some type of mass murderer just for talking about the simple topics I discuss, which most of you would say, well, what's so wrong with that? Well, that's because most of you have common sense. But to the establishment, the topics I discuss, even simple ones like this music video, are a threat to them because it's a threat to break people free from their mind control when they start seeing signs and symbols, when they start thinking clearly. So sometimes you'll be able to figure out what my channel is, or my website is, I should say, because I will once in a while leave it up for a little bit so people can find it. But you'll realize very fast, if you're new to my channel, why I am keeping my links removed from the bottom of my videos, okay? You'll realize actually go, oh yeah, what happened to that guy? Oh, I forgot about that guy. Where'd he go? Well, that's again because the truth is a threat to these monsters. So this was shared over on the website. This is a K-pop band. A lot of times you guys do ask me to cover K-pop. Obviously, another thing I always mention when it comes to K-pop, and it comes to a lot of these bands from Korea or even bands from the UK getting normalized in countries like the United States of America, most people don't even think about why they're putting K-pop in the trending section in America, right? Why would people even listen to this stuff? A lot of it's not even in English. This, again, is New World Order. This is how they work. Remember, one world government, one world language. They are normalizing all this stuff from other countries and bringing it over, so it's something they don't even think twice about. They're like, oh yeah, I love K-pop. They don't go, wait, why are you listening to music from Korea when you live in America? They're like, oh, what's the big deal? This is just little things that they do to normalize globalism and world citizenship. This is how it works. It's very simple, right? So you can see this band is called XG, okay? You can look at their thumbnail just for this song, which ironically, right, is called Woke Up, right? Woke Up. And it's just all eyeballs, right? There's an eyeball there. Here's one of the gals from XG, if it's a gal, I don't know. Here's one of the gals holding up a, something over their eye. Looks like a CD, I guess. But, holding it up looks like a demon eye right over their eye. But we're not supposed to be suspicious at all of this one-eye symbolism. The same one-eye symbolism on the back of your dollar bill. Some might call it the Eye of Providence, which is what it's really referred to. I just call it the all-seeing eye of Lucifer to make it simple on people so they can understand, because they probably go, Providence? What does that mean? Providence, Rhode Island? Well, let's just call it what it is. These people worship Lucifer. It's very simple. It's not complex. Doesn't need to be more complex. They just play mind control tactics on you so you don't see that they actually worship Lucifer. But when you point out the signs and symbols and you show these people for what they really are, that really scares them. So I went over their Instagram account before I show you this video about, or called Woke Up. I went over their Instagram account to learn a little bit about them, because I don't know who XG is. And of course, here we are over here. We got Coconut Brains. We got Hyena, just got some demons, one of them called Harvey, which is a male name, which, truth in plain sight right there, right? And then I saw this on their Instagram account. How about this here? This must be a coincidence. Right here they all are with eyeballs on their shirts. Just more failed optometrists. Wow, you ever see 7 people at once all wearing eyeballs on their shirt? I mean, I guess that's how the band formed. They all found one another, I guess, on social media or some group, hangout somewhere, some chat room, for people who failed at optometry school. It's apparently harder to be an optometrist than to be a lawyer these days, or a doctor. So, they all just found each other, and this is the common thing that they all seem to love is one eye. Not 2 eyes, one eye, okay? So if you go through their Instagram account, you see all this stuff with them with eyes. They got eyeballs behind them, eyeballs on their shirt. Of course, they've got the, it looks like kitten hats that they're wearing, which again is another MK Ultra beta programming. Even see this, they even took, on Instagram, for those of you that don't know, I don't have an Instagram account, anyone wondering. People always ask me if I have anything other than YouTube. I do not, other than my website. These, squares that you see, like each post is an individual post. Each square, is an individual post. So they went out of their way to just make all these posts, 9 posts, so that they could put this picture up, which is of black goo lips right? With an eyeball right in the middle, because that's the newest thing, eating eyeballs, right? And of course, then we even see one of the ghouls here who's just playing the role of Graphene, apparently, who's got those spike proteins coming out of its back, making people into no longer humans, editing genes, right? So let's get into the video for Woke Up, which again is just, I mean, I just want to shake people and say, wake up, wake up, woke up, wake up. What's the difference? Look at them right here. You got the eyeball shirts that I showed you in the Instagram account. Here they are just in hell, right? I guess there's nothing to be suspicious about here. They're just in the pits of hell like every other one of these musicians, and their job and their goal is to bring you down to hell with them. That's how demons work, right? But we're supposed to believe they're just in hell. They're playing football, apparently. They got a football team with helmets on, with demon eyes, but it's not supposed to be hell, folks. Don't be suspicious. This thing right here with demon eyes doing the devil horns, who's also mocking our Lord and Savior by wearing a crown, which is a common thing we always see them do, right? Wearing a crown of thorns, right? Then we just get into the basics of the video, right? Let's count. We got hypnotism, common symbol I show you all the time, right? The symbol we always see is hypnosis. Actually, the background on my logo on this channel for a reason. I actually know another YouTuber had a channel for about a week that was called something psychosis. That got removed. Probably most of you don't even know that one, but that YouTuber was great. I don't know what happened to him. But I use the same background here on this channel because everybody's under hypnotism and they don't even realize it. Look at this, right in the eyeball here. You got the hypnotism, then we got just eyeballs popping up all over the place. I mean, just a real fetish for eyes, right? We've heard creepy people who have fetishes for all sorts of things, right? There's people out there that apparently have fetishes for other people's feet, which don't ask me what that's about. There's people out there who have fetishes that involve them dressing up as babies, adult babies, wearing diapers, walking around and doing some type of weird, I mean, there's some strange fetishes, but this goes unnoticed, this eyeball fetish that most of these celebrities have, right? So not only this eyeballs popping up on the screen, just got another one in their mouth. I guess that's the next thing, right? I mean, we could say, look at this and say cannibalism. I mean, just putting eyeballs wherever they can. I mean, I remember Katy Perry was even doing this on album covers, putting eyeballs in her mouth, and nobody blinks. Nobody goes, why is there an eye in your mouth? What's that about? Oh, it's just kooky art, right? Just one eye. How come there's not two eyes? What's wrong with us with two eyes? That's discrimination against people like me and you. I'm assuming most of you have two eyeballs. If you don't, I'm sorry to hear. But, most of us have two eyes. I don't think this is being very diverse. There's no diversity and equity here for us with two eyes because these people are obsessed and always promoting one eye. So, again, that's the truth, right? There's an eyeball right in the mouth. Another eyeball right behind them as they're singing. So there's just an obsession with eyes. But I guess because it says woke up, we're supposed to believe that, this is just a coincidence. This is there because the song's called Woke Up. So it means you open your eyes. And, every other celebrity too, where we see the collages of them always holding things over their eyes. So as it goes on, we actually get this revealed to us who these people really are, right? For those of you who are wondering, what are they? Just a big club of people who have an eye fetish, like you said? No, this is actually secret societies. Here you can see even what we would know of these people wearing masks in secret societies because they love the mask symbolism. We always see that with, even in the Illuminati card game, people always mention the mask from movies like Eyes Wide Shut. Okay, mask is a very important symbol to them because they live two lives. They lead dual lives, right? They wear a mask pretending to be something that they're not. That's what these members of secret societies do. And they do it right now in front of your face. It's called Republicans and Democrats. They're all members of the same secret societies wearing a mask, a blue one and a red one. So you can see that floor right there, right? Black and white checkerboard floor. That's the Freemasonic checkerboard floor, okay? That's why you always see it. It's Freemasonry. It means as above, so below, duality. That's what it represents. You see in the background, again, the black and white checkers behind this person. It is not there coincidentally. It's strategically there, right? Freemasonry. Every single Freemasonic lodge has a black and white checkerboard floor. In Freemasonry, as you go through the levels and degrees in Freemasonry, it is revealed to you as you get higher, okay, as you graduate through each degree, that Lucifer is the god of this world. That's the god that they worship. They are Luciferian, okay? So the black and white symbolism is there in Freemasonry. Every single lodge, everyone has black and white floors. Now, you find some that have blue and white, the Prince Halls, etc., have blue and white floors in some of their lodges specifically, but black and white's the color we most normally see, and we even see the staircase. The staircase and the pillars is another significant symbol in Freemasonry. You can see the staircase. They always use the staircase, and they always use the pillars. You'll usually find them in Freemasonic lodges as well. Now, you might say, who is this band I'm even talking about? XG, right? Well, what really occurs here, if you don't know how it works, these people are selected. They're usually groomed at a young age. Their parents are members of secret societies, or they're born into this. So when I say born into it, a lot of witches and covens birth these children. These children are birthed for abuse or sacrifice. Then they just grow up, groomed in it, and they become famous. They become your celebrities. They don't even know what's going on, a lot of them, because they're what's called MK Ultra. They're under mind control. Now, most civilians in our society today are also victims of MK Ultra mind control programming, because it is everything that the media is doing to all of us. The fear-mongering, the lies, the deception, creating a false perception of reality. These people here have altars, okay? Mind control programs servants and slaves, most celebrities, have altars, okay? The shattered glass represents that. It represents altars, fragments in their mind. So when you see them showing you this, that's what they're telling you. They reveal themselves, just like they do with the eyeball on the Masonic floor. Shattered glass represents altars, showing you that these people are victims of mind control. If that's not enough, they go on to show you the most common symbol that we see for mind control servants or slaves, if you're allowed to say that word anymore, the butterfly, the monarch butterfly, right? You can see the butterfly as this person exits a door, a portal, a gateway, right? That's what the door represents. The door is another common theme we always see. They aren't obsessed with doors. They don't obsess over punching mirrors and cracking them. They don't go home and go, hey, I can't get enough of those cracked mirrors. Let me crack one. This is all deliberately and strategically done. Mind control is being put on the audience who watches this. They don't even realize what they're seeing. They are under hypnotism. They show you this flat out. I showed you the eyeball, even with the hypnosis itself in it. So the other thing that they show you, the rabbit ears, they show you cat ears, they show you rabbit ears, another symbol, again, of mind control programming. So that's what these bands are here to do. They're here, and people go, no, they aren't. What do you mean? I like their beats. They don't even know why they listen to the music. Most people recite the lyrics, and you ask them, what are you listening to? They're just talking about getting high and all. They don't even know why they like it. They don't realize it's spell casting. This is magic being performed. That's what it is, okay? They don't want you to think any further than it's on the radio. You're supposed to like the beat. The lyrics are the lyrics. They're artists. You don't understand. Oh, okay, right. That's what they want you to think. That's what they've conditioned you to believe. But the simple fact is, these are the people grooming people's behavior. They groom your behavior. They groom how you dress. They groom how you act. They're the ones who influence your behavior. When we hear people like Larry Fink talk about behavioral control, guess what? It's not coming from Larry Fink himself as far as, hey, I'm going to go on Larry Fink's Instagram account and watch what Larry Fink does on the weekends. I really want to be like Larry Fink, right? Larry Fink is one of the people who creates these types of people and has the ultimate goal of getting you to act and dress and behave a certain way. But they know, Larry Fink and all these people, you're not going to be influenced by them wearing a suit on television. And of course, they don't want to be outed as well for who they are and what they do. This is what the role of these celebrities are, to influence you whether you realize it or not and whether you like it or not. That's the truth of the matter. It goes from the music industry to Hollywood. The entire entertainment industry is there to groom behavior. Okay, so just to recap, I mean, it's not like this is just, this was trending. This gets millions of views. Some of you will be like, I don't know who they are. Well, good. I mean, I don't know who they are either. When you look at their video, millions of views, okay? So it may not affect me and you in our day-to-day life, but this is what we live among, people who are brainwashed by this type of stuff. And they'll see the video, like, there's nothing horrible about it, because they don't even understand what they're looking at. They're just like, that's Coconut's personality. That's what they'll tell you, like as if they know Coconut or Maya or Harvey, right? These people, that's the names of the people in the band, right? They pretend like they know them. That's another thing with social media and the hypnosis that people are under. They think that they know these people. They go under, I always crack this joke to people, and I've said it before on my channels. You go under like one of these celebrities' Twitter accounts or Instagram account, okay? When they post something, go read what people say. They talk back to them as if their post is directed to them. And then like, let's use Kim Kardashian as an example. Kim Kardashian posts something, and people are like, oh, Kim, thank you for letting me know, Kim. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Oh, Hello? Hi, you're under mind control. Hello, you're speaking. I mean, they don't even grasp that. Right? And that's why I talk about cookie cutter behavior that's formulated through social media, which I need to do more videos on for people out there to just even understand that. Because there's people who listen to my channel that don't even know what I'm talking about. And then they don't realize when they make a post, so say some celebrity dies or somebody they know dies, and they go and make a statement on their Facebook account. As if, they make it like their mom dies. And the first thing they're thinking is like, I got to get on social media and let the whole world know my mom died. Right? This isn't normal behavior. This isn't behavior of 20 years ago. This is groomed manufactured behavior. And they don't even realize it. This is what these people groom this type of behavior. And the people out there who respond to it are in such a hypnosis, a psychosis, that they think that they're like, oh yeah, Coconut from XG, I tweeted out to her. I hope she sees it. Yeah, that's psychotic. Okay, that's, snap out of it, huh? As they used to say. But people aren't snapping out of it. They're snapping into it. But we got to get them out of this mind control programming that they're under. And this is, again, how you create a satanic, dumbed down society. And you say, well, what's satanic? The whole video is satanic. They're at hell. They're showing you where they're trying to lead your soul, lead you away from God, lead you away from God's word. And what is the thing that these people normalize? Disgusting behavior, right? They normalize all sorts, not just perversion, all sorts of just foul behavior, right? These are the types of bands that tell boys to be girls, girls to be... This is all stuff that God forbids. That's the job of the false idol. Okay, to normalize everything that God forbids in our world in the name of love. And if you don't accept that, it's hateful, right? Meanwhile, they're the ones brainwashing people into thinking they're born this way, et cetera, et cetera. It's sick. It's absolutely sick. But so is XG. So that's the video for you on XG. I mean, just another van, obsessed with one eye, not two. I feel very discriminated against, but, hey, maybe one day we'll see one of these celebrities do two eyeballs separately, but that would be too weird, right? That wouldn't be cool or hip. One eye is hip, apparently. I thank everybody for being here. Hope you're all doing well. God bless you and your families, as always.